Welcome to another Omenana series. It is Etobo Sigwe, Ezekolomo. Today I want to discuss where prayer stops, sacrifice starts. The limit of your prayers. The daily prayers you do in the morning, it has limit. Prayer is, daily communion with the unseen forces. For we in the ordinana, if I not where God to our daily prayer is mainly to our forces, our chair and this year. These daily prayers, as we all know, is done basically with what? Nzu, kola nut, and hot drink, or one of any of these three items. But there are limits to our daily prayers because, let's not make the mistake of thinking that these daily prayers are enough, depending on what you are looking for in life. Depending on what you are looking for in life. So there are problems that our daily prayers are not enough to address. I keep saying it. If you want to live a very simple life, you are not looking to build or create anything. You are not looking to conquer. You are not engaged in any competition. Then your simple daily prayers are enough for you. But some of us are looking for financial success. Some of us are looking for political conquest. Some of us are even looking for some certain level of protection. So at times, those daily prayers are not enough to address this kind of problems. So why daily prayers are good, essential, and inevitable, mark the word. Why daily prayers are what? Good, essential, and inevitable. Mark the word inevitable in this journey. They are simply not enough. Neither is it a kind of one-shot fix-all solution in our quest for progress, success, and victory. This is where sacrifice, Ichu Aja, Ichu Aja comes in. This is where what? Sacrifice, Ichu Aja comes in. That's why the title of this, what I'm explaining today, means what? Where prayer stops, sacrifice starts. Where prayer stops, where the limit of your prayer. Once you get to the limit of your prayers, that's where you will start. That's where sacrifice will come in. That's where sacrifice you do what? Will come in. Okay, let's demystify Aja. Sacrifice. The different kinds of Aja. Number one, Ikwibu. This is a mixture of several items in Ufo or bowl. Ufo is an Igbo name for basket or bowl that is used in carrying out Aja. Now, this Aja that has been mixed with different items can be placed on the road or inside water or by the side of the river. Yeah? These items, the item placed on this UFO, inside this UFO, on this bowl, Ibu Achu Aja, depends on the direction of one's desire, what you are looking for, as what you determine the items that will be inside this Ibu Achu Aja. Now, number two, that's second type of sacrifice, animal sacrifice. Now, this is not a mixture of several items. This now when at times just single animal is used, the animal can be killed or it may not be killed. Animal sacrifice, it may be killed or it may not be killed. This type of sacrifice can range from a day-old chick, a obolo, or murium, is used to offer some kind of sacrifice or even prayer. Like I said, it might be killed or it might not be killed. Reptiles, domestic animals, four-legged animals, winged animals, that's birds. Again, the animal used is based on the nature of what? Prayer. And like I said, it can be killed or it may not be killed. It can be tied, it may not be tied. The animal, depending, all these things are depending on the type of what? Prayer, or is another type of what? Sacrifice. Remember, I've said that the language of the spirit is symbolic. So every act you are carrying, and each animal has a particular symbol, has what it represents. Vulture has a symbolic meaning. Bat has a symbolic meaning. Dove has a symbolic meaning. Pigeon has a symbolic meaning. Dog has a symbolic meaning. Each animal has what it represents. If you want to use it as a prayer of sacrifice, animal for sacrifice. Now, the third type of sacrifice is what? Blood sacrifice. Remember, when I mentioned animal sacrifice above, I said that it may be killed or it may not be killed. But in the blood sacrifice I'm discussing now, the animal must be what? Killed. And this blood sacrifice here is limited. The particular one I'm discussing now is limited to either domestic fowl, male or female, or four-legged animal, domestic four-legged animal, especially goats or dog. Because all over Igbo land, these are the two major domestic animals, dog or goat. For goat, is either ram, goat, or ebune. Now, the focus of my teaching today, the focus of my Ichu Aja today is based on the latter. That's the four-legged animals. That's either goats or dog. This sacrifice, which is costly, is in line with nature, is what I call groundbreaking sacrifice. The sacrifice of goat or dog is costly because it's not a 2 naira sacrifice. It's not a 2 naira sacrifice. Other sacrifice I mentioned above can be done with little or nothing. You can get most of the materials as in around you without even spending a dime. But blood sacrifice will cost you something. Even if it's your own goat, it's costly. Even if it's your own dog, it's costly. Because you know if you take it to the market, you know how much you are going to get if you desire to sell them. After all, up to today, people still rear these animals, hoping that one day when they have a big problem that will require a big amount of money, huge amount of money, they will go to the market and sell it and get that amount of money. So this sacrifice, which is the height of it is cow, which is costly, is in line with nature and is I call it groundbreaking what sacrifice. The only sacrifice that outweigh four-legged animal sacrifice is human sacrifice. And I've always said that no say human being should attempt a human sacrifice. So exempt human sacrifice. The biggest sacrifice was sacrifice of four-legged animal. Is a huge sacrifice. It's a groundbreaking what sacrifice. Four-legged animal, which is done mainly with goat or dog, depending on your community. And from Nnewi, we don't majorly use dog unless those nobody who in community. They are the ones that you see in Nnewi use dog. Personally, we don't use dog in Nnewi. It's mainly goat. And I call four-legged sacrifice Uka Aja na-emepe oke ụzọ. Uka Aja na-emepe oke ụzọ. I told you there is a limit to your prayer. There is something you'll be looking for, and trust me, it must cost you a four-legged sacrifice. Without it, you are going nowhere. That's the forces you are asking for cannot be energized enough or moved enough. Let me use football, a small club that desire to win big competition. You will spend money to get a good coach and spend money to get some kind of quality players that will help you. That means it must cost you something. So there are some things that you desire in life. There are some conquests that you desire in life. You must bring something that will cost you something to energize the forces that you go out there to fight to help you in your quest in achieving that thing. Because that thing you are looking for, there are other people who are looking for it. And if they are the ones that are willing to pay their dues to get it, it's likely they will get it before you, or they will get it instead of you. So I say that some of your forces, both Chi and Undishe, I usually teach that your Chi and Undishe do not require anything from you. All they need is your daily prayers. But and now going further to state that there are some things that you may require from your Chi and Undishe. There are some battles you may require your Chi and Undishe that may demand you to come before them with a four-legged animal. That thing is showing your commitment, how serious you are to get or to emerge victorious in that particular thing. Or At times, in some cases, it shows how grateful you are for what they have done for you. Because four-legged animal is best used in Thanksgiving. There are some things your chi and your dish will do for you. You can't be thanking them with chicken or just come and be saying thank you. No. It's an insult. It's an insult. So four-legged sacrifice, Aja is a big commitment. Any force that receives such a sacrifice has been wholly committed to showcase its might. If all natural Aja, if you brought a community go that thing, Odokeji Maya, a community gay Yabia gosi onwe. Actually Aja or Bapuli Ewe, a community gay. Ebo ne believe. It's just like, how will I say it? Yeah, you want a big man to come to your event and you visit the big man's house. You come with a kind of gift to inform the big man of that about your event. Let's say you are doing a wedding and you come with a goat and a very big heavy drink to inform the big man that you are doing wedding. The big man must attend your wedding. If he doesn't attend the wedding, the big man must send a strong representative because you invited the big man in an unusual manner. So the big man has been committed to send a very strong representative for the wedding or attend in person and attend it in his or her full might. So we must understand that four-legged creature is a thing of value. This is why it's called sacrifice. Sacrifice means something of value, something that is painful, something that is costing you something. Now let's look at situations that will require a four-legged sacrifice. Let's look at a situation that will require a four-leg sacrifice. Business and career breakthrough. Business and career breakthrough. I say business and career breakthrough. I didn't say if you don't have something doing. Because I always say this. Every good spirit will not demand of you what he or she has not given you. Your chi or your ndiche cannot be requiring good from you when they have not given you such, or they have not done things in the past for you that will require that kind of you to come with that good as in four-legged creature. So I'm saying business and career breakthrough. Some breakthroughs requires the sacrifice of a four-legged animal. To maintain some level of success, to open some certain doors, to access some certain kind of strength, it requires the sacrifice of what? A four-legged animal. Even man are woven. Ogweji okokogwo, ogweji ife nwere okwu no wee go, and are the same category. They are not on the same level. So a sacrifice, there is a sacrifice that you are looking for something big and you are asking for that thing with just call and not. One name a woge. I'm trying to tell you the truth. In my teachings, I try to be very logical because at times, what I'm saying, I'm giving this teaching now is that I don't know how next year is going to be. So many of you are listening to me and you are wanting some kind of breakthroughs. One day, I'm telling you in all sincerity. Now, at times, some that thing in actually needily, Ichu Aja, because it's the highest sacrifice that you can do as a human being. I don't want to talk the case of in the Bible that someone has to use his child and the whole thing ended immediately. But I'm not going there. I said that human sacrifice is not for no same person should ever think of it. The higher sacrifice that is expected of you as a human being is if you know. Only men achieve for almost 2-3 years. Ndi shie boni, bubble fi okay no. After 2 or 3 years, he be doboro. In fact, it should be in every year at least once he able to more than now 5 or okay no. Although some women in actually a particular kind of breakthrough. So I'm saying that if you need a career breakthrough, you are doing something or they call all the aga who will live in nature. At times you need to use if you will okay no. I don't know whether I use the word sow it as a seed. Remember, I said when you are building, when you are doing something, you must have something doing. Because this seed, this sacrifice, this aja must be hinged. Aja must be hinged to something. Aja is not like daily prayer of protection. Aja is hinged to a particular request. That's why I said business or career breakthrough. Number 2, Thanksgiving. We are looking at situations that require four-legged sacrifice. Thanksgiving. Your yearly Thanksgiving to your chi and undi share should, the best aja you can do with it is what? Four-legged creation. Number 3, case. There are some cases you will have that can consume you, and you may be innocent or may not be innocent. Nene the Ichu Aja. Ini the actually if you aja. A case you can have a case that might, as in you might not come out of it, whether you are innocent or not. Because in Igbo, I believe sizotagodo mmado that kind of case where you are fighting for your life. A serious sacrifice is needed to get you out. Note, this does not guarantee that you will come out from this case, especially if you are a serial culprit. Mark the word serial culprit. That means you have been saved severally. If I go this kind of case severally and they have saved you, or you were forewarned not to indulge in it. So in this kind of scenarios that I have mentioned, Aja. In this kind of scenarios I have mentioned, Aja is wasting of materials. Number 4, energizing your altar. I've said it. I'm sorry, that's Izumezu. That altar is low on energy. That altar is low on energy, so operating on a low energy. Let me ask you, if it's only chicken that you have killed for your altar, how many chicken have you seen that lives up to 5 years? Have you seen it? But what's the lifespan of a goat? What was the lifespan of a cow? They are not on the same energy level. They are not, even Wolokwe is not on the same energy level. I read somewhere in international news recently of a dog that died at the age of 30-something years. Prior to that, I think the existing age for the oldest dog was it 20-something? So, if you has a high energy level, you build up you energize your altar with Ife and this should be done yearly. So once you've not done it, forget all these things. Some things are wrong with Kalele, George, Nanzuna. They are wonderful, they are good, they are essential, they are inevitable. But Isira, Bonono. Now, let's look at altars worthy of your sacrifice. That's worthy of your four-legged sacrifice. 1, your personal altar. Your altar for your chi is your primordial power point. Go and do it. Number 2, paternal and maternal altars. They need your four-legged sacrifice. If you have come of age and you have not done it, go and do it. Egologolo, this one, you don't even need to be doing it every year. You can be doing it once in 2 years or 3 years. Egologolo, your paternal or maternal altar, especially your paternal altar, if you will. Number 3, your communal ajani or water. Onwere mmiri no bono or ajani bono. Ajani means the earth deity in your place. This one can be done once in a lifetime. If you have enough capacity, if you can, depending on what you are looking for in life, you'll do it. You'll be doing it every. Success and victory is costly. It was Grace Alele Williams, former first female vice chancellor in Nigeria, that said it. That if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. One day, I'm telling you that to succeed in life, you need sacrifice. Yeah, that's what Ichu Aja. And you put the costly. Eba we find a guaro, Ichu Aja. Oh, ye gife, but ye are fool ye. Ye are fool ye. Once you are sacrificing at the right altars and doing the needed sacrifice, you will see the benefits. But it will cost you something. Now, let me say this. Don't make this mistake. You can give someone money. It's different. There are some sacrifices that you are going to do. Don't say this is for goat. A 4-leg sacrifice is complete. When you are there, they kill that sacrifice and you partake of it. That's when it's efficient, when it's complete. A job no complete. We can walk or we can walk on a. It goes like this. When you really want to do 4-legged sacrifice, make sure that you are there. And either that they cook it, you eat your own, or you go home and eat your own. For you to be complete. What is akobu? Akobu is assuming you go to sacrifice like now in Dibia, and you want to how is it Kolomo is a Dibia? You want to do the sacrifice of ram sacrifice in one of my altars as a Dibia with a prayer request. You must be there and you must make sure that you collect your akobu. Either you are there to eat that thing or you are giving your own akobu and you go back home, you cook it and eat it. That's when it's complete. Don't waste your money. Number 4, the foreign land. If you are living in a foreign land, try and find out the owners of the land, the spiritual landlords of that place. Give them their don't make that mistake of saying that they don't do that kind of thing. It's a lie. I've said it. Ancestral religion is everywhere you go in this life. No matter how civilized they are, there are those who are into that thing. For her. I always say it, when the student is ready, the master will appear. Number 5, your dibia's ezumezu. By now, some of you, if you are serious in this life, you will know that any serious person in this life has a dibia. Call it pastor, call it spiritualist, call it a mamo, call it my man of God. I don't care the name you want to do it. You cannot succeed in life without a dibia. He's backing you up. Unless Nango Azulezu Ebiowa. Is good is Muhonye, do enough. Ayacho extra Mpudolu. Unless ni dibia no way. But once ni brought dibia no way, everybody in this life needs a dibia. And once in a while, you must sacrifice at the altar. At that altar, so that the forces of that dibia will always be as one of the paraphernalia as part of your ikenga. And when they will be if dibia is mezu dibia okwe dibia wo dibia you must have your own dibia that understand. Just like in nature, you need to have a personal doctor that knows your medical history. So it is in this kind of spiritual and metaphysics of psychic matters. You should have a dibia. And that is that dibia. If you want to know, if I know who we go where chiko. This is it on Aja. On asana na magwara ono. If any na broje, nekwu oke okpa na akwa. Oke okpa na akwa. So onye nwere ntị ya ma ego no, ya nụlụ. Daalụ nụ. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen, or my email address, or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.